All right. Bringing it back into hour 2.5 of TableStory Ascendance, episode 11. As you guys are all bunched up and all thrown about and what?
Dude.
What?
You don't even listen, do you, Jay?
Nothing.
I didn't
No,
listen.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you after the cast.
And I literally saw it happen in your eyes, Elle. I'm not kidding. When that happened, I saw you like...
Dude.
What?
If it's not on the VOD, I'm gonna die.
No, I didn't
saw it.
unmute. I didn't
totally
unmute.
Saw it. I totally
What are you... What? What am I missing?
Nothing. No, it's good. It's
Okay.
good.
It's
You
good?
didn't say
Yeah.
it.
I did the thumbs up. Y'all thumbs up. But... Oh, thanks. Whatever. Tell me after. Fucking... This is what happens, dude. People they make fun of you.
See what happens, Larry?
They make fun of you, and they hate you. All right. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Typing furiously.
You done laughing at me for no reason at all? Like
I'm not laughing at you, Jay.
that's fine. It's fine.
You
It's
should
okay.
you should have seen it. It was good stuff.
Dude, I bet. I bet.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, my insecurities are running rampant. Fora, it was really nice knowing you. You're a great character.
That's how it starts.
Okay,
It's all
so-
jokes.
Again, you Gotho, he immediately tells you Marcus kills them all. What are you doing?
Continuing to interrogate the guy.
Okay.
When he says kills them all. Why?
We don't know. We just they come in from winning the ceremony and they never come back. It keeps them in a private chamber, 2 of them every week, a man and a woman. The best citizens.
Where's Chamber?
Uh,
And as I say that, like taking him, still holding him by the face, and using the other hand to like grab his shoulder,
Yeah.
and turn him outward towards like where the rest of the castle is,
Yeah.
and say where, and like
Yeah, he
Pointing forward.
quickly tells you like down the spire, through the throne room, and behind the throne there is a staircase that leads upwards.
okay.
So it just quickly tells you that like you can't miss the throne room. And then like he's are you part of the rebellion? Are you one of them?
Not yet.
Oh!
Oh,
Foreshadowing.
please don't
What's
kill me. Please
up?
don't kill me.
And now that I've kind of turned away from me, transitioning into like a
Yeah.
chokehold, but not yet actually like squeezing him.
Yeah, he
Goto could break your neck.
please no.
Give him your name?
Huh? Goto speaks in third person. I thought about this while while we were at break getting food. I thought, crap, I'm gonna have to give up my name because Goto
Yeah.
speaks in third person.
That's just how you
But
talk.
anyway, he says Goto could break your neck,
No, please no.
but you will not die today. You will wake up with a headache, and then just choke him out.
As you say, like you will not die today, he literally shits himself, and you feel it like warm against you, and then he just and
Oh, dude.
passes out on the ground. You just let go, falls limp. Did you snap his neck?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that was what the is.
No, like the was him hitting the.
Oh, okay.
After
Yeah.
he shat on me, yeah. After he shat on my leg, yeah,
Okay.
I snapped his neck.
What are you doing?
Back down the stairs because this spire's a dead end apparently.
Okay. Back down the stairs. You come back to the point at which you had entered. The middle of it. Are you going all the way down?
At this point, carefully, yes,
Yeah.
because this is where the guards went. So descending more carefully, but yeah, still going down.
And Randall, I'd assume you'd still be there. Or are you out in the throne room?
How much time has passed?
I'd
Let's
say
do
like about a minute.
Okay, basically, there were 5 guys talking in the center of the throne room.
They've left.
They all dispersed.
Yep.
How long until Gotho's like down the stairs? A full minute?
I'd say like the way that this would pan out is like you listen to that. The 2 guards ran back up.
Yeah.
And
One guy ran past.
Yeah.
And
then, like
went up, choked the guy out. So it's been like a minute.
a minute after they run back up, Gotho comes back down.
I would have at this point, like completely serious and like not metagaming. I would have already crossed the throne room and followed where I'd seen Fora go
Okay. Yeah.
before, as everything was happening up in the tower with
Okay.
Gotho and the guard. I would have crossed the throne room as quickly as possible, as quietly as possible, but also trying to move quickly while the throne room was empty and
Okay.
go through the doorway that I saw Fora go through.
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
Absolutely.
Okay. as you begin to like cross the throne room, I'm guessing you'd like keep to the
Keep
left
to the
to
shadows,
kind of,
try to stay around
try to
behind
flit.
pillars. All that.
On the second level, there are like guards patrolling. You can hear them, and as they quickly like peer over, you get like halfway through the room, and you go through. You can hear this like as you're coming down the stairs. You can hear, "Hey, you, gnome, stay there!" And immediately, like 2 sets of boots start to run down the stairwell.
Which stairwell? Which I can hear them.
You can hear them at the back of the room coming
Back
down.
left or back right?
Back right.
Back right, and I'm headed towards the back right. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I headed?
You're on the far left, and like you can see like as you get a little closer in the halfway, it's the same staircase that leads up. You can see them coming down. Are you staying there, or are you running? Like, what are you doing?
Okay, well at this point, are they gonna be coming out the door that I'm headed towards right now? Which doorway am I headed towards? They're
You're
coming
headed
out
towards the back. They're running towards the back. They're coming down the stairs to the back.
Okay, I
You are
basically run up
converging.
and get right alongside the door that I know that they're about to come out of.
Okay.
Where basically I'm like right there next to the doorway. The door's gonna open. They're gonna come running out, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be right there on the side of it. And
Okay.
I'm just waiting for them to open up the door.
Okay. A couple like moments pass by, and I'd say by this time, like Gotho, you come down the stairwell, peek out, and you see Randall like pressed up against the wall next to a door, and you see the door
We're straight across from
burst
each
open.
other.
Yeah, you're like you can see him. You guys can make eye contact for like a brief moment, and then the door kind of slams open. It covers you as the guards like burst out into the
So
chamber.
I'm on the wrong side of this door. Okay.
The guards like burst out into the chamber. Gotho, are you trying to hide?
Yeah, being
Okay.
very
Roll
careful
me a
as
stealth
going
check.
down the stairs.
Okay. Immediately, like the guard like bursts open the door, covers Randall, and he looks at you and wait, you, halt! And he starts running towards you.
As soon as I hear the word halt,
Yeah.
I kind of hop up in the air and brace both my feet against the door, my back against the wall.
Okay.
And shove the door back as hard as I possibly can so that it whips back on its hinges.
Okay.
To close on the two
Close
guys
on them.
that are about
Okay.
to run out.
So like
Yeah.
one of them like immediately the one that yells halt, he like starts to step forward, and you kick and go through. You see the door like wham, like smash into the first one's ankle, and then proceed into the second one as it knocks him the second one back from where he came, and the first one trips forward and rolls into the room. Need you guys to roll initiative, or just you, Randall.
I actually used the opportunity. Both of them are knocked prone. Is this correct?
You wouldn't know about the second one, but you'd know the first one in front of you is.
Basically, I want to try to get past them and go up the stairs.
Okay, yeah, you'd have to roll initiative still.
Go ahead and go initiative
Yeah.
still.
And they're all the way across the inner.
Yeah,
It's like diagonal.
Yeah, like you are if you're looking again, you are right here at the bottom of the stairwell. Randall is here on that X, and the first guard is there. The second guard fell back through there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my mistake. That was the opposite.
And okay, so
And they're standing at the same entrance that the guard that I interrogated pointed me to
Yeah.
when I asked him. Okay.
Yeah. The first guard, he kind of like catches his balance and turns around and sees you, and immediately rushes forward to attack you with his sword. What's your AC? Oh, your AC is fucking
20.
7 million. You quickly bring up the shield, expecting it. The short sword just clatters against it, kind of ricochets off the wall, and he just sits there and goes in for another attack. What are you doing right now, Randall?
He's sitting there doing. Oh, so basically, like he's facing off
attacking you,
against
he's
me.
facing
He has
you,
his
yeah.
back. Do I see real quick? I see Gotho, right?
Yep.
Or do I not? I do see him. Okay.
Who is sprinting forward at this point?
Who is sprinting forward at this point?
If you're sprinting forward, roll me initiative as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and can I disengage and with that, so not draw attack of opportunity and move back up the stairwell?
Okay. That's a action, right? It's a
Is
full
disengage? It would be a full action,
Full
but
action,
any
yeah.
character can disengage, or is it only fighters?
I believe
Like,
it's
Anyone
it's
can
any
do it.
character. Yeah, it's
anyone
any
can do
character.
it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to disengage so I don't take an attack of opportunity
Okay.
and move back away from him.
Okay.
Going up the stairs over the body of.
Okay. Yeah. You
is-
quickly open the door as he's like swings in again, and you just run past. You and your second one. You would get an attack of opportunity, or the other guard
He's
would get an
prone.
attack.
He's
of
prone
opportunity.
though, isn't he?
You'd still get an attack of opportunity if I'm not mistaken.
At disadvantage then? He's
Hold on.
attacking prone.
Hold on. Sorry. don't think I've ever had that happen.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm just assuming it would make sense logically, but I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whenever a hostile creature leaves your reach. So he's going to make an attack of opportunity against you. Misses, you kind of just like deftly jump over it. Your initiative is 5, okay? And that I'd say,
I'm moving, and I'm up the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm moving up the stairs
Okay.
with all my movement speed at them.
Yeah,
So,
I'd say you make it about halfway up the stairs to a small landing.
door. No.
There's
Or
no
is it
door.
just-
No, it's you
just
pass
a
through the
landing?
door. 2 staircases meet on a landing. In the throne room, where the staircases lead behind, there's a high-backed wall where the banners are hanging off of. You are behind that high-backed wall. You're on a small landing about halfway up. The second floor is just a staircase up. It's like you just walk up it.
Okay, but that's the end of my.
That's
We're
the end of your
still in
turn.
initiative.
Yep.
That's the end of my
your
turn.
turn.
All right, good.
The second guard is going to stand up and immediately lunge at you. It kind of like not really catching his balance, and just the sword skids forward out of his reach, and he just falls back prone again. Swears really quickly and tries to stand back up. It's your turn, Gotho. What are you doing? You're in front of the dude that's been given the runaround from
Right.
Mittens here.
Old Randy Randall Beauregard. What?
So that second guard is still prone. You said he fell prone again.
The second guard past the doorway is still prone. The first one in front of you is not.
Okay. I'm going to use the special attack, not the monk special, but just like the knock a person prone attack, shoulder check, whatever it's called.
Okay. Yep.
And just
Oh yeah, that one.
You can shove somebody prone unless there's something with the monk that lets you. Oh, that's your key move, right?
no. Not. I'm talking just the basic knock a person prone that anyone can do. Not
Yep.
my,
Shove. Yeah.
the one that doesn't do damage.
Yep.
Just shoulder check him and then run past them both while they're prone.
Okay. Give me 3 seconds.
I believe it's just athletics versus athletics.
I
for
think
that.
so. Yeah. I'm just 100% checking. Yeah. It should be. Just give me an athletics check versus athletics check.
Woo-hoo! Sorry. I like good rolls.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have my DM screen here, so I don't know any of the fucking rules tonight. Yeah, you like come barreling into him as he's still focused on Randall, and you just shove him, cracks against the wall, and just kind of like he falls unconscious immediately as he head hits the wall and is knocked out prone next to where the door had landed. What are you doing after that? Run it.
That's beautiful. That's
That was
he
unexpected.
He rolled a nat 1, so
Oh, okay.
all of my PCs have rolled a nat 1 tonight. Just
Oh, really?
I will kill you guys one day. Don't worry.
At that point, I was just gonna run past, but like realizing that guard was out cold, grab the other guard and attempt to like muffle him and shut him up. Like jump on top of him because he's already prone, right? So like jump on top of him and cover his face and
Okay.
go. Shh,
That would
and,
be
like,
an
stare into him.
attack action, and you used your
Oh.
attack to shove. So you
Okay.
can get close to him and prep that for next round. But
Would it be I'm curious now, would it be an action right now if he wanted to use words to try to intimidate? Would an intimidate be an action in itself?
No,
Or could
no,
he
no,
right
no.
now be like,
you can
stay
you can yell like stand down or something. It's like minimal conversation, but you can yell
Gotcha.
something.
Okay. All right. So seeing that the one guy's knocked out, I'm going to like draw the hammer
Okay.
and hold it like over this guy's head.
Okay.
And just kind of go shh, like and stand over him. Like if you try to stand up, I'll kill you. I can't take the action, but just like menacing him and saying
Okay.
shut up.
Roll me a intimidation check.
Rip.
He just kind of like, you see like his face all bloody. He just kind of grins this huge bloody smile and just goes to reach for a dagger, and
Okay.
just shakes his head. That brings us to your turn, Randall. What do you want to do?
I'm looking
He's,
down
like,
the stairwell at this
looking down the
point.
stairwell, yeah.
That Gotho has swiftly taken out one of the guys that I left behind and has the other one poised with a hammer. So he's fine. Continue on up the stairs.
Do you want on the stairs? Okay.
Yes.
Run. So you quickly run up the stairs. You're on the
I haven't
second floor
passed
now.
any doors at this point. Like
There's-
this is just
No.
stairwell.
Open
Yeah.
stairway. Open stairway. You run up onto the second floor now. Roll me a perception check.
Ugh.
Okay, and
What was that?
roll me
That's a bad roll.
roll me a d20 real quick.
A D20? Oh,
A D20.
don't make this difficult, Jay.
Okay. Immediately in front of you, you can see 3 doors. One to your right, one to your left, one in front of you.
Is one of them open?
None of them are open.
Fora!
Did you hear
I
this?
was just thinking.
I
the
was
same
just
thing.
thinking it's totally awkward because like Fora's been upstairs for a little while now. There's
I was
no
gonna say,
there's
that's-
no not awkward way to do this when all
This is
three
that
of you
moment.
fucking
This is
split up.
literally it's that moment in The Princess Bride when Inigo is throwing himself against the door. literally.
He's gonna go away, Physic! Please!
No.
Okay.
Go, I
Go really quick to I'll make that the end of your turn because you've moved and you've kind of
So
used an
I'm
action
still
to do that.
holding on an action.
Still-
Just in case.
Okay.
I use my movement to get up there. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. You can hold an action if like a guard comes through or.
Yeah. I'm holding an action.
What
to
are you
either-
holding specifically? Like to hit them on the head or some
to
shit?
probably kick the door closed.
Kick the door,
If you know a bunch of guards, I'm probably gonna go try to kick the door closed.
Bunch of guards. Rawr.
Yeah.
All right. As the guard's smiling at you and like you see Randall run up the stairs and immediately yell for Fora, he takes a dagger and tries to sink it into the side of your leg as he stands up. That is a hit, I believe. What's your AC?
14.
Yeah, it's a hit. Just a sec. Sorry, something in my throat. Deals 8 damage as it sinks into your thigh, and then he twists it a small moment, and he kind of with his other hand goes in for your shoulder.
I'll use the stone
Goliath-
skin
Go ahead.
reaction for the first one, which I got to remember how to roll because I'm out of practice now.
I think it's like 1d12,
it's
right?
1d12,
Yeah,
yeah.
1d12. The second one doesn't hit, so it's just the first one. Damage. So you take 7 damage as it sinks in, twists it, goes for the second one. You kind of expecting it. You bring your elbow up and you block his arm. The second dagger falls out of his hands. That is the end of his turn. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Not much options left. I'm just gonna hit him with the hammer.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Make or break. It hits. Give me your damage. Okay. Now you bring the hammer down, whichever way you'd like, on his shoulder, on his head. How do you want to kill him?
Not killing him. I was actually gonna say it's
non-lethal?
a gut check.
Non-lethal?
It's non-lethal. It's a non-lethal gut check with the hilt of the hammer. Like
Okay.
hold it up for a second.
Yeah.
And then just like shove it into him like a pool cue instead.
Oh God! Yeah, you like as you hit him, you aim a little bit up, and you hear like his solar plexus crack as he's pushed forward over the stair rail, and you just hear him just as he smacks hard on the ground. You can check if he's alive or not, but you like literally saw his chest like concave. And that,
I thought so.
I mean, you haven't killed him. He's just fucked up, dude. You hit him with a warhammer. What do you expect?
Even if I specify non-lethal hilt check, I still crash.
I mean, like it's still non-lethal. He'll live.
Okay.
It's,
All right.
There's
He's
no
just
way to
like
hit somebody
disability.
for 9 damage with a fucking
just kinda-
warhammer and not do
just
some kind
kind
of
of-
damage. All right.
When he falls backwards and then run up the stairs, like
Okay.
just leave him there.
Okay. It's combat over. You, Mittens, you in front of you. Again, 3 doors. You're yelling for Fora. Fora, as we bring it back to you, in as hopefully a non-awkward way as possible. You do hear somebody yelling for your name. The guard has been like lightly chatting with you as he takes you up these stairs. You remember like as you went up the stairs, there was a couple of doors that you had passed through. You had gone straight and then gone up through like another beautiful set of stairs, marble. Candles around every bend, small like statues and portraits of lions. There's one of the king himself. You've gone up about 3 full flights of stairs now as he takes you to a corridor. About right as you hear the yell, he takes you to this corridor about 15 feet in length. At the far end of it is a really nice like mahogany looking door. There is a large like brass knocker on it, again a lion's head, and there are 2 guards posted on either side with chairs that they're sitting in. They have their kind of halberds just lazily relaxed there. They don't seem to be on crazy high alert, and he kind of says to you, like, "Well, this is gonna be hold on, this might be hard. I don't know how we're gonna get by them, but Anything for you, like I said, anything for you.
Of course, thank you. Take your time.
On the way up, he's told you a couple things that there's the guards are on crazy high alert, and it's weird that the fire would happen tonight because there was again intelligence that somebody passed up the line that King Gray was to be murdered, and they'd come to the gates asking for him by name. You had heard that there's been a small rebellion brewing in the city from a man named Tomath, but they can't squash it because they've been hiding in the sewers, and the sewers are too big for even the army to search. And it's just
Sewaging.
Yeah, they're sewaging. So, as he kind of walks up, well, hi. Right. And he kind of like turns back. He's like, I forgot I outranked them. Step aside. We're passing through. Lady's here to see a friend. One of them just kind of looks up and see him like sleepy-eyed. Just what? Regis. King's not here. Looks at the other guard and... Alright, fuck it. Go inside. Keep a close eye on this one, yeah? Yes, of course. Of course. And opens the door, like, looks at you, kind of like a... That was close! And kind of takes you in. The door closes behind you, and you're immediately met with it'd be like a fucking penthouse suite of a hotel in like LA. There's a massive bed bigger than any you'd ever seen, probably as big as like half of Igor's bar. Beautiful like red velvet drapes hanging over it, a small screen so that you can't quite see into the bed itself. Gold and brass silverware and platerware everywhere. From the far end, you can see one singular door. It looks like it's got like one or two locks on it, and there's nobody posted in the room. Beautiful balcony on your right, a bunch of tables, a couple of armoires, beautifully crafted like mirrors that are gilded with gold around the crest of them up top. What do you want to do?
Can we go look outside really quick?
I
just want to see if we can see any stars. I like looking at constellations.
Of course. Yeah. Didn't you come here to see your friend, though?
I did, of course, yes. But, okay, now bear with me. This is going to sound a little silly.
Oh.
But if Orion's belt is in the sky, we had an inside joke. If Orion's belt is in the sky, that means that there will be good luck for us in the future. And I just wanted to see if I could see it tonight.
Yes, Orion's belt. I've never heard of that. Well, not many. I don't even look at the stars.
Come, let me show you.
Yes,
I would love to see this balcony.
Of course. You guys like quickly unlock a small door, beautiful glass in front of it. There's like small depictions, like as you see as you open the door of King Gray in like stained glass. Dude's a fucking narcissist. Everything in his room is reminiscent of him. Opens it, and it's like a balcony almost as big as the bed. It takes you out, and you can see across the entire city. The fire in the city, as you're looking over all of it, it seems to have like died down a small bit, and you can see a large like commotion around them. Some of the buildings have been like completely destroyed. There's about 5 completely destroyed buildings. There are 2 that are still on fire. You can kind of just barely make out people on top of the roofs, like throwing blankets on top of the fire, and small battalions like marching around the city and trying to keep the peace and tell everyone to get inside their homes. You guys, it's a clear night sky, 1 or 2 clouds maybe, but after the city, everything is completely pitch black.
Wow, I'm so sorry about the fire.
Yes. Well, you didn't cause it, did you?
No, I mean, I would say if I did, but that was horrible handiwork. If I bold, that's not how you start a fire.
Of course. You must start the most amazing fires? I hope not. Please.
Watch this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What?
She's still a little drunk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still drunk.
Okay.
Oh, my lady. Amazing. I've never seen magic up close.
Yes, it exists.
Does it burn?
Trust me, I would never start a fire that I didn't intend to put out. Well, yep, there's Orion's belt right up there. Do you see it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
No,
Yeah, you don't see it? It's
No.
right up there. Huh. What a shame. Okay, well, I would like to go see the tiefling if tiefling is nearby.
Yes, of course. My goodness, that fire.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
You did not. It is just. You've also lit a fire in my heart. We'll find your friend. We'll find your friend.
Okay.
And takes you back inside. Walks up to the door, 2 locks, and. This is awkward. We don't have keys to this. I'm not sure how you'd get in.
Well, let me double check a thing. Do.
Yes, of course.
Page 204.
I don't think I have anything.
Lock picking for dummies. One
I feel
moment.
like pull out a yellow handbook. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I hate to
You-
pause.
You do
Oh, it's
not
fine.
need a key for this door.
What's that line from like Once Upon a Time? It's all in the tumblers. It's all in the tumblers. Oh.
Okay, I don't. Jay, would I be able to use thaumaturgy? Because
No.
this is a locked door.
You wouldn't be able to use there's open. I believe there's actually a spell called Open Lock, if I'm not mistaken. If
Yeah.
You had, like I said,
Yeah, I
lock
don't
picks. Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
there's any
have
way for
open
you to-
lock. Well, where can we get the keys?
Well, off King Gray, of course.
Oh,
But he's
Oh,
left
how
for, like I
silly.
told you, for 3 days while we secure the city and try to find a gnome that's been threatening him.
and what is inside this door? This is where the prisoner is being held?
That's the word around the castle. Only the servant and 1 or 2 maids have seen it past this door, but not too far. None of us are allowed or permitted in there.
I understand. What if we somehow found a servant or a maid with the keys?
None would be able to unlock it. Only King Gray.
He has the key.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
She grabs him by the shirt
Okay.
And says, I'm desperately in love with you.
Oh,
I need you
my
to
lady.
use your weapon on
Yes.
this lock
Yes.
right now
Of course.
so we can get inside.
My lady, I will take you. And he goes and he swings at the door. The first one takes like the hilt of his broadsword, and smashes off the one lock. Second one takes the hilt of his sword, and then
This guy's gonna get like the Hero of the Day award.
goes for the hilt, but instead swings at it and just cuts off the padlock on the door, and it kind of swings over. And he looks at you and, come, my love.
My hero!
Yes. Whew. We must not get too
Ah,
loud.
boom!
Ha boom. All right, she's following him in.
Okay. He slowly, like, kind of like nervously now, opens the door and walks down the hallway. It leads like.
By the way, real quick, sorry to interject. How much time has it been since she's cast the spell?
The spell lasts an hour. It's been about.
I
it's been
know.
about,
I just
like,
want to know how long.
I'd say like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know. All right, cool.
You
awesome.
two, you two down below while this happens. Roll me investigation checks and a stealth check, because I'd assume you guys are trying to kind of creep around, stay out of sight of the other guards. Hope that the guards don't find
We're
you.
standing in
Well-
front of 3 closed doors.
Those are the
Well,
doors
I-
that you can see.
I mean, first of all, as soon as I catch up with Randall, like a brief conversation needs to happen.
Please.
Because Gotho has a ton of info from interrogating a dude.
She went this way.
And secondly, he already
One
told
guy.
me, like he already pointed me to the exact spot where the thing is. So I already know it's at the top of the spire, right?
Yeah, but you'd have to find the door to get there. He just told you it's back of the castle, up the stairs. That's all he.
We'll find the door. Nope.
So don't I just go?
That's why just roll me a perception check.
Okay.
We'll go through the conversation and everything. Like I said, it's
Okay.
it's a very awkward situation to be in. And we'll base this off the time it takes for you guys to get up there and how long through this conversation you arrive.
I mean, I don't know that Fora's up there.
You
I
don't
just
know-
know where
you know.
I'm going.
he knows. I'd assume you guys would quickly communicate that to each other, and then like wait for the big conversation to happen when you guys find her. As far he leads you down like a very short hallway. It seems to descend for a moment, and then like you take a left, and you ascend again. And like as you're passing by, you see like beautiful, like ornate weapons, like a beautiful broadsword, almost identical to the one that he had held in his on his back. And you see a couple of like as you pass further in, you see a couple of torture devices, like a whip, the same one that you had seen in the courtyard. You see something that like it looks like a pair of clamps, but on the clamps it looks as if it has like two piercing objects. So it clamps down on something. There are vials of blood along the walls as you walk down. They seem to grow more and more, or there seems to be more and more as you're walking down. It goes from one shelf to 3 until like as you continue passing for I'd say like a total of a minute, there's entire shelves of blood. As you enter a small room, you see 2 cells. One of them, there is the skeleton of a man, or not the skeleton, sorry, the body of a man. Roll me a investigation check. Fora?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. You're being led through.
Yet.
You're being led
not
through.
up
You see blood vials. I said Fora.
Oh, God, I'm dumb. Sorry.
Y'all motherfuckers, I swear to God.
So you and your charm,
Investigation.
you and your
Is that an
charm
investigation?
companion.
Investigation check.
Okay.
Okay. Again, this is you. You
Thanks,
see
Dad.
again in front of
Sorry.
you, full room, vials of blood lining the walls. The man has been dead for roughly a week. In the other cell, there is a tiefling woman. She doesn't seem to be breathing. The cell is locked, and there seems to be like a bloody mess kind of leaking out. It seems to be dried, and kind of there's like been hay pushed over the blood, perhaps until it can be cleaned. What are you doing?
She just completely forgets, for like 3 seconds, and goes, "Ma, my friend is over here. Can you show me to the tiefling, please?"
Yes. They're like right in front of you. He just quickly goes again and just puffs out his chest, smashes the lock, and the door swings open.
May I go inside?
Yes, of course. I hope your friend is okay.
Cora just goes in. She goes right in. What does she see?
It's your mother. Roll me an investigation check again. Okay. As you quickly like hold her in your arms, it looks like there's been like a small bed. There's been food scraps that have been given to both of the prisoners as you look left and right into the other cell as well. There were manacles, and there's small like manacle marks on her arms. As you like kind of grab her and her head like lolls back, you can tell she's passed. And there are 2 large bite marks in the side of her neck.
Listen to me. We need to take this woman to a medical place or something, or a doctor or a wizard or something.
Ma'am, I think she's passed.
No.
I-
We have to take her somewhere.
Ma'am,
Please.
Yeah,
Cora presses her head against her mom's chest.
no heartbeat. There is a infirmary in the castle.
How long has she been down here? We're up here.
She was
Down.
taken two weeks ago. There's a new set brought in every week
A new set.
of people. The ceremony that she was brought in 2 weeks ago. She was one of the better citizens that came to work in the castle. My God.
What does she have on her?
You find like it's a very simple set of clothing, not unlike like the blouse that you're wearing. It's very similar, but it's not as like elegant. You see like her horns, one of them is snapped off. Her tail is like rough cuts in it. As you like kind of pull open her chest a little bit, there's been cut marks. She's got a small pouch in her bed. As you quickly look over there, there's a small like inkwell inside of the pouch, a crumpled like half broken feather quill, and there's a couple of scraps of paper.
Is there anything on the paper?
No, there's like small like ink blotches, but nothing on the paper. And like as you look in the room, you can see again the vision of your from your dreams, the same window. You can see the stool in the next to the corner where she would have sat, and you would have seen the moonlight shining in on her horns.
Fora takes the quill. And pockets it. Hope you don't mind if I take this as a keepsake.
Oh, please, and like, wouldn't that be about a keepsake? And he like points to a small necklace that's like behind her as you pick up her body, and it's part of her horn tied around like a very loosely knotted piece of small rope, and it's got like two small gems on either side of it.
You're right. How silly, I didn't even see that. She unhooks it and puts it around her own neck. Well, I guess this is it. Where do you bury your dead? Do you burn them? What happens to the body?
I don't know, my lady. I've never been this far up here except for the one time. I had no idea. Some guards spoke, but my God. He just kind of like sits down in a chair, just defeated, and just begins to weep. And he's I think you go ahead for a moment. I will collect the other one. Go bury your friend. Tell the guards outside that Regis gave you safe passage. Find me in the city, my love. I will help bury her tomorrow.
No.
What?
I have no need of this body.
What will you do?
I have no place for it. It will stay here. And you can do with it what you wish.
I will bury it for you. In the graveyard.
Okay.
Yes, it's fitting.
Well, then I am going to... if you would accompany me.
Yes. Kind of like...
And you had no idea that this was happening.
Some spoke of it, but hard to believe. I mean, we never saw them working around the castle, but it's a big castle. Massive. I just work the cells.
Who brings them here? Is it Marcus himself? Or the king?
The king. I'd assume so. They're one and the same, Marcus and the king.
Of course, yes. Forgive me.
I'd assume it would be him.
Okay. Right. This is all I needed to see, I think.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything else on her body.
No, it's
any marks, anything.
There's, again,
anything
like
in
you
the
found
cell?
the 2 teeth marks. As you quickly like go over and inspect the other body, there are 2 teeth marks there as well, like fangs sinking in. Very, very bare cell, except for like a couple of saws, a couple of those clamps again, a couple of weapons that are used for torture, and just blood vials. Kind of as they They don't like glow or anything, but they give the entire room like this eerie red light. There's nothing much in the room other than your mom.
Okay, that's it. One last favor.
Yes. Yes.
Would you take me back to the balcony? Please.
Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. He just kind of like gingerly grabs your arm and leads you back out. Takes you out onto the balcony and just kind of stands there. He doesn't say anything, just kind of stays and watches and makes sure everything's okay.
That one up there.
Hmm.
You see it? That's
Yes.
the mark of the snake.
My.
It's a gigantic snake.
I've
You know the story of the snake.
I do not.
Everyone was afraid of the snake.
Yes.
Everyone was so scared of the snake.
Hmm.
And they always tried desperately to avoid it because no one understood. They all assumed it was dangerous and that it would eventually come to kill them, so people stamped out as many snakes as they possibly could.
Yes.
That one right there, that's... I like to look at that one and sort of as a symbol for my race, for my people.
Yes. I had reservations about your kind, but my lady, you have proven me wrong.
Is he still looking?
Yeah, he's like just staring up, just kind of like you like see him like trying to figure out what like where these like.
How close is he to the edge?
I mean, he's like leaning on the edge, kind of elbow over, just staring up.
Fora wants to take a step back and just shove him over the edge.
Okay, give me an athletics check with advantage. Yeah, just immediately off. He just what? And off. You hear a crack, like I'd say 20 seconds later, maybe 10 seconds later, as there's like a muffled scream, just kind of in a crack. As you look over, you see like he fell on top of the higher part of the throne room. Body slides off.
Fora sinks to the ground and just starts sobbing.
Yeah. And we're gonna take our second break there. A little emotional. We'll take our second break there.
Yeah. A little bit.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thanks for hanging out. We'll figure out what happens with Gotho and Randall. Right after this, gonna take a 5-minute break. And thanks everyone for tuning in.